Hello everybody. As you might know, the newer slim floppy drives that are coming from Gotek do not have an LED. So this is kind of strange because Gotek is a very well-known brand, and instead of putting an LED, all they did is they drilled a hole and then they put the LED on the motherboard as a surface mount LED. Before, they used to have it like this. The LED would come out like this. Now it's just a drilled hole with an LED in the surface mount, which isn't acceptable. I spoke to them, and I'm going to teach you a trick how to bring any motherboard surface mount LED to the front panel of the device. It can be done on a computer motherboard, it can be done on an oscilloscope motherboard, anything, how to bring it. And that's what we're going to be learning. So in order to do this, first what I need to do is I need to open and show it to you first. So this is how it used to be. This is how it used to be. See the LED here? The LED would come and it would go to the front panel. And now they changed it to this kind. Okay. With the LEDs mounted on the board and nothing coming out of it. Now I'm gonna show you how the LEDs on the new kind fire up. So let me plug this in. Hold on, let me plug this in and show you what I mean. Okay, so watch, look at the LED here. Just watch. It's going to be right there, right there. Did you see the green LED? It's a surface mount LED, and that's not good. I want that LED to be visible from the front panel. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. We do that with the usage of fiber tunnel, light tunnel, which is fiber optic plastic. Light tunnel is basically a simple plastic, just like a glue stick, and if you apply light to the one end, the other end will be illuminated. Watch as I close and block light from this end. Watch how it blocks and closes the light from the other end. You can see very easily. And if you apply very high intensity light, like let's say an iPhone light, let me turn this on, look what happened to the other end. Look at that. The other end lights up as if it is the actual light. Okay, so we are using this technology or this technique to transfer the light to the front. This, it has to have the thickness of 3 millimeters because this hole is 3 millimeters. So let's get this back in its place. We put this back in its place, and now here's the thing. There are two LEDs here. There's not just one, two LEDs. So this is an LED and this is an LED. Let me zoom in. 1 second. There. As you can see, both of these are LEDs. 1 and 2. One is a green LED and the other one is a red LED. So if I were to put this fiber optic on one of them, it's not going to work so good. So what I'm going to do, teach you, is how to put the same fiber optic on both of these. Okay, so you need to cut it about this long. So basically you have to cut it where? About this long. But you need to cut it with an object that it will cut straight. If I cut with this, I could cut with this, but if I cut with this, it's not going to be straight. There's the surface is not straight. So I have to use something that will cut straight. And what else is better than a blade? So let's use a blade to cut straight. Okay, so that is as straight as you could imagine. Very straight. Now what we need to do is we need to shave this half, make it like a half circle in an angle so it can cover both lights. Because see, the thing is that only if the light source comes from the edge, it will make an effect on this end, not from the side. So if I were to put this LED without cutting, if I were to put this fiber optic over this and expect that to come, it's not gonna come to here. So if I do cut it within an angle, it will. So I'm going to cut it with an angle. Okay, we're gonna cut it with an angle. Okay, so there is our angle. See how it's like slope? The slope goes on those two LEDs. Okay, so the slope facing down. And now I push it down, push the thing down, and then I use glue gun. Watch. There you go. I applied pressure with my hand, pushing it down. Okay, it has cooled down enough so I could see how good it works. There you go. And the light transfers very well. So it's a success. The light transfers very well. I'm gonna make it dark so you can see better. 1 second. There you go. The light transfers all the way here. So we are good. Now, because there are two LEDs, one is red, one is green, when I cut this in an angle, when I cut it in an angle, it covers both LEDs. Now I'll put back the screws. And it is a lot better than having a hole without any LED. So so this is a solution not just for these. It's a solution for all kinds of electronic devices that have LEDs on the motherboard but not on the front panel. For example, if you have a PC, there are all kinds of LEDs. Some LEDs are turning red when the CPU temperature goes high. Some LEDs turn red when the fan speed drops, when a fan stops spinning. Some LEDs shows the temperature of the video card. You could have multiple of these, multiple fiber optic cables, make drills of 3mm diameter holes, and put each one and, you know, feed it to each LED with the clear glue, and you will have a like a status monitoring option on the front of your device, which normally you couldn't have had because all those LEDs were hidden inside. Alright, so I hope this was something useful and you learn a thing or two. Please make sure to like and subscribe.